Hi, and thank you for joining me for this short video on 3 tips to get your parenting life prioritized so that you can be more present. My name is Jeff and I'm co-founder of Victory Garden Kids, and what I want to share with you today is what I call game changer stuff. So the 3 tips are this. First, begin with the end in mind. I do this each and every day. I think of a big picture goal that I want to accomplish for the day. I'm not talking about the small potato stuff like changing the oil, or going to the grocery store, getting cat food from the vet or something like that. I'm talking about big picture stuff. And my goal each and every day goes something like this. I want to be sure that I'm fully and actively engaged and present in each and everything that I do, whether it's with my kids, with my wife, with my work. I want to be fully engaged and present and charged in each and every one of those activities all day long, so that at the end of the day, when I put my head on my pillow, I feel good about the day, I feel at peace about the day. The second thing that I do is I take my get-to-do list and I prioritize it. Most of the time people do a to-do list and they just mark off all the things that they can think of randomly that need to get done, and they just work their way through that. I take my list and I put them into categories. Home is a category, work is a category, extracurricular activities is a category. And from there, I take and break those into subcategories. So if I have meetings at work, or if for home I need to get the kids to school and get them to practice by such a time, I take in my big categories, break them into smaller pieces, and then the last thing I do is I prioritize them by A's, B's, and C's. A's are non-negotiable. They are the must-dos. B's and C's, maybe you get it done today, maybe you get it done tomorrow, maybe not till next week. That takes me to the third thing. Get your head and get your heart right about your day. The first thing you need to do, give yourself permission not to finish your get-to-do list. The A's are non-negotiable. Those are the things you have to get done. The B's and the C's are negotiable. If you are in the middle of an A and you're thinking about your B's and C's, you're not really present in the moment with what you're doing in your A's. Too often we're so buried with our to-do list instead of focusing on our get-to-do list that we get lost in that, and we start focusing on what we're not getting done instead of what we are getting done. And that takes me to the next point of getting your head and getting your heart right. Be present in the moment. You've already made your list of what needs to be done, and you've prioritized it with A's, B's, and C's, and you've assigned times to that. You're right where you need to be, doing right what you need to be doing. Too often we're at work thinking about our kids, or we're with our kids and we're thinking about our work. Be present in the moment. The last thing that you need to do for yourself is you need to give yourself a cue or a trigger. And for me, what I do is what I call 8 years. And 8 years is something that I arrived at. I was thinking about that we have 18 years to teach our kids everything they need to learn. And then I thought, well, no, because they sleep and they go to school. And when you take that time out, we only get about 8 years to teach them everything that we want them to know. That's not very much time. For me, that's a sense of urgency to be present and be active with them all the time. So in quick review, the 3 tips. Begin with the end in mind. Get your day prioritized so that you're exactly where you need to be, when you need to be, and get your head and your heart right. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to know more about what we do, please visit www.victorygardenkids.com. And pretty soon I'm going to be sending out another video that will be a little bit longer than this one, a little more in depth. Thanks for joining, and hope to talk to you soon.